Então bem, chegamos aqui, aparentemente somos um homem gordito, careca, tudo nu. Carequinha todo nu.
Can you hear me?
Whoa. What's wrong with you?
Come on in. We should go.
Vamos deixar aqui.
Already gone.
Agora crashou aqui um bocadinho, deu assim uma travada, uma travazinha. Uma travadela. Oh, senhores Grolas, como está? Feliz Halloween, hein, rapaz? Como está o senhor? Oh caralho, eu ouvi qualquer merda aqui. Estou a ouvir vozes, oh caralho. Vou-me foder já, mano. Bem, vamos seguir. Ai caralho! Oh filha da puta de animal, desgraçado! Foda-se! Oh com caralho! Foda-se! Tens que me mutar no Discord, abaixo, se calhar mesmo. Ai mano, foda-se! Já me deu aqui um mini ataque cardíaco. Que esta merda? Foda-se! Oh caralho! Oh mano, foda-se, está calado. Deve ser. Posso correr? Eu também, coitado, o gajo corre todo fodido. Epá, eu estou a ouvir sussurros atrás de mim, mano. Ai, que merda é aquela? Foda-se. Calma, calma. Foda-se. Esta merda dos jumpscares não me devia de assustar, mano. É como os do... As merdas dos jumpscares do COD já não me assustam, caralho. Ora bem, vamos prosseguir aqui. Vou ouvir uns cães agora. Oh, filha da puta, deixa-me é correr. Tem aqui um mapa. Tem ali um caminho, parece, não é? Ou tem dois caminhos. Ou não, não posso ir por aqui. Eu não salto, está todo fodido, todo nu, ainda raspa ali um colhão. Num galho, fode-se tudo. Oi. Quem são vocês? Oh, oh, oh! Ai! Oh, filha da puta! Olha, já me fodeu, morri, foi? Já bati a bota.
Hemingway.
Oh, oh, oh! Oh, renas do caralho! Bro. E assim começa a nossa história, rapaziada. Mas está a bugar a live, não está? Não está a bugar nada, eu acho que tu dizes. Parece-me quando olho para ali ao
How are
lado.
you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers.
No
I'll let you
spoilers.
get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me.
Oh, as legendas estão a demorar a aparecer.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Olha, e agora falou e não estou a ouvir
Logan
ninguém.
thinks you should try cheering up.
Está a bugar aqui isto.
Snarky kid.
Vamos
Wonder where she
ouvir,
gets
mano.
that
Também dá para
from.
ouvir. Peço desculpa, rapaziada. Foda-se, pensava que tinha um PC bom, mano.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. Take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Está a traduzir mais cedo, mano.
Cheer anyone up.
Que merda, rapaziada. Peço desculpa. Pode ser só nesta cena da introdução, lá vamos ver.
Lake.
Oh, agora parou completamente o áudio. Ok.
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Já temos o mapa.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go
Ser a polícia. Claro.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff
Certíssimo.
Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this
Exatamente.
case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, federal agents right here, Thornton.
Pois.
My
Estamos aqui,
partner
estamos.
Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be,
Perfeito.
but you know, inside.
Onde é que estão? Deviam estar aonde?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton?
Pois, não tens, pois não.
But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Vamos
I
lá
want to
ver,
see the
vamos lá
body.
ver.
How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Muito obrigado, com licença. Agora vamos lá ver então.
Before we get to the
Então,
crime scene, there's
policial.
time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the
Policial.
clues clearly.
Quadro de descasos. Vamos lá ver então.
One place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we
facts
know about the previous murders.
estão aqui.
Worth taking another look.
Quadro do caso, técnica patati. Ok. Vá até à cena do crime. Local do crime é aqui. Eu estou aqui, passei pela cerca, é só descer por aqui.
Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down a hill to the crime scene.
Vamos lá descer então.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You crack cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Ok. O que temos aqui? Montanha, longe, não sei o quê. Patati patatá. Uma montanha. Ok? É só uma montanha.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Ali não há nada, patrão. Ok, aqui provavelmente ia para trás outra vez, é isso? Aqui tem uma barricada, vamos seguir para baixo. Vamos prosseguir aqui no caminho então.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
You and me here together at the murder site. I did not want to swap.
Que é isto?
Hey!
É o outro polícia, coitado.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh?
Got the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Vou lá ver o corpo, que é o que importa, não é?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
Muito
No
obrigado.
tarp. You
Okay.
owe me a coffee.
Let's start
Caralho,
by
ele tá
examining our
azul,
guest of
mano.
honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Foda-se, o gajo já está azul mesmo, mano. Aí está o burro, é verdade, mano. Oh, com caralho. Cena do crime.
Body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Outro corpo foi encontrado no bosque.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Examinar o cadáver.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Coração. Tá
The
aqui,
killer left
coração.
the heart right next to the body.
O que vem a ser
Bruising on the
isto?
wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Pois.
removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Pistas, seleciona perguntas. Vítima e assassino. Vítima, descubra mais sobre o assassino. Ok.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table.
Muito sangue na
The
mesa.
victim died here.
Morreu. Então, não estás a ver lá aí amarrada, caralho?
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Não, são as pessoas que fugiram, isto, não é? Isto é pista 1, este 2 e 3. Ali pista 4.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time
Cervejinha,
here,
quem não gosta?
waiting.
Quem não? Quem nunca? Muito bem. Tenho que ir aqui outra vez, não é? Perfeito.
Footprints, indicating multiple killers.
Vários assassinos.
Quite the party.
Agora aqui uma olhada aqui à volta.
Any idea who the victim is?
Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago.
Oh.
I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Possível descobrir pistas, falar com pessoas. Ok, esta é a vítima. Há 13 anos desapareceu.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
O que aconteceu após ele ser demitido?
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Pois nós não, pois não. Nós não queremos esquecer. Surtou. Ok, mais uma cena da vítima.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Premeditado ou espontâneo? Sabemos que tiveram a beber umas jolas e tal. Pode ter acontecido uma maluquice.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Mais perguntas, não é? A vítima veio de... Oh caralho, o que é que está a acontecer?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder.
Ok.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Bro. Isto faz... O clicker era da primeira história, se eu não me engano.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Claro, mano. Até já. Por acaso é meio otário, não é?
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Realmente
These
esta
were
é grande.
creeps.
You need
Bastante
to get
grande.
out more.
Vamos
It is
ver.
kind of creepy, though. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Este papel diz alguma coisa? Não?
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
E porque é que os rastros não fazem sentido? Se calhar são os rastros de outra pessoa. Já pensaste, querida?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits
Old
added with a pen.
school.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
Cala-te.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept,
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's
Estranho.
watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Mais alguma coisa aqui? Temos esta página. Olha aqui o
We
legal.
found a page in
Olha
the
aqui.
woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
Carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Ok, descobri aqui mais qualquer coisa.
Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Ela quer examinar o corpo agora? Descobri tudo o que poderia por aqui. Preciso levar o corpo para ser examinado na cidade.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Olha, para dar uma voltinha aqui.
I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Olha, muito obrigado. Com licença. Chave de atalho.
Thanks.
Muito bem.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Com licença. Vamos aqui abrir.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
O nosso carro é este, né? Não vai deixar conduzir, obviamente. Enfim, nem comento. Nem vale a pena.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head.
É isto, mano. Depois das cutscenes é esta merda, mano. Fosse é muito triste. Estou animada com o mistério, diz ela, mas não soube. Pá, puta que me pariu, mano. Que esta merda, bro.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the
Pegar
field
logo ao
office?
escritório.
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Opa, olha. Imagina, tipo, olha,
The
renderizou
diner's
o
just up the
FBI agora.
waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Epá, tenho... Pá, é o meu PC que não aguenta, mano. Provavelmente por estar em live e o caralho.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Caralho.
I'm set for
Caralho.
coffee.
You know to another?
I'm Agent Saga Anderson.
Eu tenho
This is
ali no
Agent
olho.
Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
They made them sound like
Foda-se.
sus.
And Thornton are still... No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
On it. Have some pie. I'll take your mind off things.
Licença,
Agent
meu nome é
Saga
Agente
Anderson.
Saga.
Are you the Bookers?
I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Porque estão aqui ou podem me contar o que viram.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So
Digam
what
lá o
did
que
you
viram.
see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Caralho, mano.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks
máscaras,
and knives
claro.
aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Ele não quis contar aqui qualquer coisa, mano.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
Cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. The publisher will want this on the cover.
Into one of the cultists.
Colar que pertence à seita.
At Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Ok.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Great. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Pois.
Keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I
A
live
nossa
and
amiga da escola.
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How
Tô bem,
are you?
obrigado.
I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Cena estranha, mano. Dizer que eu perdi uma filha que se afogou, mano. Pá, assim aqui bateu outra vez mal, não é? Mas foi estranho.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite
Morning,
class.
Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
É um bom dia para si também, hein? Até a próxima.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Lá embaixo, então
in the
vamos lá
morgue,
ver.
all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
See you around.
Muito bem, muito bem. Está tudo em ordem aqui dentro desta esquadrazita. Enfim.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Okay.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
Epá.
I'll start with the external
Posso
inspection
mostrar
before
isto a
performing the
Twitch. Peço
internal
desculpa,
examination.
Twitch. Isto é só um jogo, hein?
What was the cause of death?
Qual
What
foi a
other
causa da
clues can the body
morte?
give me?
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water, post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
O que eles deixaram? Está aqui no coração, olha.
There's writing on here.
Algo escrito,
Can't make it out.
mano.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Como assim, bro? Algo escrito. Esta gente é psicopata ou quê?
Chest wound is cause of death. But the corpse is bloated. Waterlogged. Doesn't add
Cheio
up.
d'água.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Tipo assassino, mano.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Não é um sozinho, pois não é? Ih, caralho, abriu mais casos? Porque os casos estão todos em aberto. Vamos lá ver. O bilhete que lá tem dentro. Será uma fotografia?
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on.
So
We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
O que é que se passa aqui, gajo? Olha, desapareceu, mano. Olha.
Didn't see
que é
her.
esta?
Could not see into bright light.
Isso aqui, essa história é toda uma comidela de caco do caralho, mano. Assim, o gajo, olha.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Tento ficar na luz. O gajo ali, mano. Ué, dos gajos se levantou-se assim. Foi aqui, otário. Sem pistola.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Ela falou onde é que estão as armas. Precisa voltar para onde? Restaurar parte da sua saúde. Se você sair ou atacar de um refúgio durante um combate, ele ficará indisponível temporariamente.
Now.
Caralho. A minha pistola. Na cabeça.
He
apareceu.
Vanished.
Ai, caralho. Fim do capítulo. Tem música? Foda-se. Percebi tudo e tu? Opa, eu acho que também. Queres que... fala-me lá então, o que é que tu percebeste? Para ver se foi o que eu percebi. Mano, eu percebi, eu percebi, não, eu vou dizer o que é que eu percebi então. O que é que eu percebi? Mano, basicamente, tipo, o Alan Wake, né? Está preso e está a escrever as merdas para sair e está a escrever as merdas sobre estas pessoas. Não é? Certo, mano? Agora, tipo, foi um bocado estranho o gajo só se levantar acima, não é? Mas é o terror, é o que é. O Alan Wake está preso no mundo das escuridões. Tem que escrever para sair de lá. A música, não sei se isto vai levar direitos autorais ou não, mas vamos só levar a música até ao fim. Mas basicamente foi isso, não é? Percebemos o capítulo todo. Tem que ser um episódio, não é P? Rapaziada do YouTube. Um episódio não é P, mano. Um episódio do YouTube, mano. Rapaziada do YouTube, ficámos por aqui neste episódio. A música não engasga, mano. Vai estranho, mano. Foda-se. Engasgam umas merdas, outras não, mano. Puta que pariu. Foda-se. Estupidez total, mano. Juro que não entendo, mano. Não entendo. Mas é isso. Fiquem aí para o próximo episódio. Para aqui para a rapaziada da Twitch é neste momento. Vamos prosseguir agora. Para vocês é amanhã provavelmente. Fiquem bem. Bora.